Compliance was measured for 3 months. During that time, he made one $5 payment on his own.
My payment goes to direct deposit, and then all my bills come out of that, and then there's just nothing left. I don't have anything left. I end up with a negative bank account every month.
It would not make sense, in our opinion, to issue a jail sentence while he undergoes testing for his health conditions and works out the issues with Social Security.
Dad tried to pay $10 on his child support obligation, but because of the fee, Mom only received $5.
Mr. Bowman, in this matter, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to pay child support and or related expenses. Upon a first conviction, you could be ordered to serve up to 45 days in jail. If it's a second or subsequent offense, up to 90 days in jail. You understand the charge?
Yes.
In this matter, Mr. Bowman is currently ordered to pay $386.50 each month. That is the result of a uniform child support order from January 6th of this year. This is the fourth show cause with one prior bench warrant and one finding of contempt. He has no prior jail sentences. Compliance was measured over the last 2 months since the time of the adjournment at the $386.50 amount. That makes a total due that he should have paid in those 2 months of $773. He made one payment of $5 on his own on October 26, 2023. Current arrearage in this matter is $8,111.45 as of the end of November. We did receive medical documentation from Mr. Bowman back in August of this year. It indicated he has chronic fatigue and joint pain. And we did try to establish income withholding with his long-term disability after the last hearing that he reported. They reported back to us that there were not funds for them to garnish and send us money from. And friend of the court would also like to make judge aware that there was a bond forfeiture done in the amount of $1,314 that was paid for him to be released from jail should judge issue a purge amount in this case.
Ms. Plattick testified that you're receiving long-term disability. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Where were you employed?
Post Consumer Brands, Post Cereal, Battle Creek.
All right. How long did you work at Post Cereals?
13 years. Yeah, it's about 13 years now.
All right. When did you stop working at Post Cereals?
September of 2021.
Okay. And why did you stop working there?
I just fell ill and wasn't able to function on a daily basis.
All right. So at that time, you started receiving disability benefits from Post?
Yes.
All right. And so today you still receive long-term disability benefits from Post?
Yes.
And do you know how much you receive?
Before taxes, it's $2,723 a month.
All right. Do you receive any other form of income?
No.
Have you applied for Social Security disability?
Yes.
Where are you at in that process?
My attorney, Jim Hodsma, and the judge for disability are awaiting my diagnosis from the University of Michigan.
Okay. When do you expect that information?
They have to do biopsies of their findings in January, sometime in January. The beginning of January, they've got to do some more tests, and then they've got to schedule biopsies.
All right. What is your diagnosis or health concern?
Right now, they did a body PET scan and found mass on my lungs and my lymph nodes and my colon.
Did you tell your caseworker that you're receiving long-term disability from your employer?
Yes. The only other benefits I get are Medicaid and food stamps. That's all I get.
Are you aware if they're taking out child support from your pay?
Yeah. Yes, because the friend of the court has made me aware of that.
Through income withholding?
Yes.
She testified that you posted a bond in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you willing to forfeit that bond towards your child support payment?
They already did.
Anything else that you would like to tell the court?
No.
Thank you. No, nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Plattick, my understanding, you said that you could not acquire payments through the long-term disability, but we have Mr. Bowman saying that it is being taken out. What's the situation?
Nope, we haven't received anything through income withholding from the long-term disability. The last payments that came through an income withholding were from July 15th of 2022, and those came from Post. We haven't received anything from the actual insurance company that's doing the long-term disability.
Mr. Bowman, enlighten me. You said it's being taken out. How long has it been taken out of the disability payments?
No, I was made aware that it hasn't been taken out.
You're saying it hasn't?
No, it has not.
And why is that?
I don't know. I was made aware today from front of the court that they sent in paperwork to have it taken out, and they received a response saying that I wasn't receiving benefits, so they couldn't take it out. So now I need to make a phone call to try to figure out why they have my information and are telling front of the court they don't have, that they're not paying me benefits. I don't understand that. That's basically what they told me today, is that the insurance company told them that they couldn't withhold child support payments because I wasn't receiving benefits. So I'm not sure.
You are receiving benefits, correct?
Yes, I'm receiving benefits.
Okay, if you're receiving benefits and they're not taking anything out, why are you not paying direct then?
I've been trying to pay as much as I can. Basically my payment goes to direct deposit, and then all my bills come out of that, and then there's just nothing left. I don't have anything left. I end up with a negative bank account every month. So I tried to make a $10 payment in October. I tried to get some money together, and then when I went to make the payment, I had to pay a fee. So then I could only make a $5 payment. So it didn't even look like I was trying to make as much payment as I can, and I still am. I have family and friends that are been collecting bottles and cans for me to help as much as I can. And I understand I need to do a motion for review. I just didn't understand the process. I thought the attorney could do that for me, and apparently the court-appointed attorney can't do that for me, so I have to do it on my own.
That is correct. Anything else that you'd like me to be aware of, sir?
No, not at this time.
Ms. Mulder, anything you would like to add?
No, I have nothing.
Well, the court would, in this particular matter, note, and I'll first note for the record, the court is going to forfeit the bond previously posted by Mr. Bowman in this particular case. Court has heard the testimony of Mr. Bowman that he has obviously some issues concerning disability. He's on long-term disability. He's applied for Social Security disability, although he's not got any determination on that. The court will note that he states that he receives a long-term disability of $2,723 per month. His support obligation is only in the amount of $386.50 per month. However, the amount that he's paid or contributed towards of the disability that he gets, he acknowledges that the support is not taken out of the disability, and yet the amount that he's paying on the disability is nominal at best, $5 here, $10 there. Court will find that he does have the present ability to pay the support obligation and has failed or refused to do so. Therefore, he is in contempt of court. Anything before sentencing, Mr. Sackrett?
Yes, Your Honor. The testimony is clear. Mr. Baumann does receive an income. He's willing to set up income withholding because it is his only source of income. In addition, he's hired an attorney. He's taking steps to receive Social Security as another way to pay on this obligation. It would not make sense, in our opinion, to issue a jail sentence while he undergoes testing for his health conditions and works out the issues with Social Security, as well as income withholding through his employer. It's for all those reasons we would ask the court to not set the jail sentence, and court has already forfeited the bond that he previously posted. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Bowman, you have to have some more testing. When is that testing going to occur?
I have a test on January the 8th, and then they'll schedule biopsies after that. And I will make a phone call to my insurance company today to try to figure out what the holdup is with that, or where the confusion came in.
Mr. Bowman, what I'm going to do is, because of your testing, I don't want to interfere with that. What the court is going to do is I'm going to adjourn the sentencing in this to January 17. What I'll do, sir, is I'm doing that so that you can, in fact, receive the testing that you need. I don't want to be an impediment to your, again, to your Social Security disability claim. And I will tell you, in the interim, you should work out with your insurance company and get that going, because that will make a difference to the court on what the sentence will be. So if you can get that resolved with the insurance company so that the payments can start coming in, then the court will take that into consideration. I will tell you, if you don't do anything in the interim, then on the 17th, you should plan on going to jail, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You're free to go. And thank you, Ms. Mulder, for appearing. Court has appointed attorney to represent you in this matter. Have you had sufficient opportunity to speak to the attorney in preparation for this proceeding?
Yes, sir.
In this matter, are we ready to proceed?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
This is an adjourned show cause hearing. Today's matter was adjourned for sentencing for Mr. Bowman. You did find him in contempt on December 20th and adjourned the matter to today for sentencing. He is currently on a January 6, 2023 uniform child support order that has him paying $386.50 each month. Compliance was measured for 3 months. During that time, he made one $5 payment on his own that was paid on October 26th of 2023. This is the fourth show cause with one bench warrant, and that should actually say 2 findings of contempt. Now, current arrearage is $8,444.45 through the end of the year. There have been no previous jail sentences in this matter. There was one medical documentation form turned in, indicated back in August of 2023 that he had chronic fatigue and joint pain, but that he was able to work if the employment wasn't strenuous, didn't cause lifting, pushing, that kind of thing. It didn't take him off work permanently. No bond to forfeit in this matter. It does indicate that he does have active public assistance, but no Social Security, no unemployment, no VA benefits, nothing like that at this time.
Ms. Platek, since we had the finding of contempt and adjourned this matter for sentencing, what has Mr. Bowman done to get in compliance?
The matter was adjourned for today's sentencing because he had a biopsy, I believe it was, a medical procedure that was done last week. You adjourned it to allow him to appear and go to that. We've received no payments and no new medical documentation from him since the last time we were here before you.
Ms. Huffman, do you dispute or contest any of the statements made by Ms. Platek?
No, I would just ask if I could ask one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Platek. Did you state you have not received any paperwork regarding Mr. Bowman's disability recently?
Correct. The last documentation we have is from August of last year.
Okay, so if he would have turned that into friend of the court, could it possibly have just not gotten to you yet?
Yes, he did indicate that he turned in a document stating he applied for Social Security, but not the medical documentation from the doctor.
Okay, I have no further questions. Thank you. Mr. Bowman, did you turn in paperwork to the friend of the court recently?
Yes, it was paperwork verifying that my Social Security disability is active and that it showed the amount.
Okay, so you've been approved for disability payments every month?
Correct.
And you turned in verification that you are approved for payments every month?
Yes.
When did you turn that in?
Yesterday.
Okay, and does it state how much your monthly payments are?
Yes, it does.
And how much are those monthly payments?
$2,775 a month.
Okay, and you expect that to be what you will receive every month from this point forward, so long as you remain disabled?
Correct.
That is a monthly payment and not a back pay or anything like that. It's just it's the monthly payment you expect to receive.
Yes.
Do you know when you will get your first check?
From the statement that I read, it said February 2nd.
And can you make a payment immediately after that? Immediately after that date, as soon as you receive it, can you make a payment?
Yes.
And how much could you pay?
Would make a full month payment.
The 386.50.
Yes.
So if your check is 27.75, is there any way that you could pay more than that? Could you make a $500 payment maybe?
I would definitely try to do that. Yes.
And then every month after, you would expect that you could make the monthly obligation?
Yes.
Okay, and then in the meantime, have you filed a motion for review of your paperwork, or sorry, of your support obligation?
Yes, I have.
And when did you file that?
I turned it in with my Social Security disability paperwork yesterday.
Okay, did you file that with the circuit court?
I filed it with friend of the court. I gave it directly to friend of the court.
So you may need to have that filed with the 37th Circuit Court. You may have to actually file that on the second floor.
Okay.
So is there anything else that you would like to tell the court at this time?
No.
Is your disability a full disability?
Yes.
Are you able to work at all?
No.
What are the reasons for not being able to work?
Staying awake for periods of time and physically being able to get around to do work.
Do you have any specific diagnosis that they've stated you have?
Several. From the last testing that adjourned this hearing, I don't have the results from that yet.
But Social Security has deemed you to be disabled regardless of what your disability is, right?
Correct.
Okay, I have no further questions. Thank you.
Ms. Mulder, is there anything you'd like the court to be aware of?
I have nothing.
Well, in view of this, again, this testimony, the court, what I'll do is the court will, unfortunately, I'll further adjourn the matter to February 21st so that we can make sure that disability is coming in, that the front of the court can take action on that disability. The court would order, you're going to get your check, your first check, Mr. Bowman, on, as you said, February 2nd in this particular case.
Yes.
It would be a Friday. The court will give you to the following Friday, the February 9th, 2024, to make a lump sum payment of $500, and that we will then come back on February 21st, 2024, at that time to again to address this matter and whether we continue the adjournment or what we do as it relates to your sentencing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So all I'd say is make sure you make that payment, sir, because again, that court will consider that at the time of sentencing if we're going to continue to again take action in this matter or what we're going to do.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You're free to go. Have a good day.